One thing I was just sitting here thinking, but one thing I think the recruiters need to start doing when they call people for when they calling people for onboarding, they need to tell you do not quit your job. Because when I was getting ready to go from Prime to Walmart, I quit my job. I gave my job 2 weeks without knowing. I thought I was just going to orientation. And I got the job, just signed the paperwork and everything. I didn't know anything about driving, pre-trip, all that backing. I didn't know anything about that. I thought I was going to take a test, but I didn't know it was gonna be that drastic. Okay, so I think recruiters need to start telling people, listen, it's not promise. Yes, we pick you for the job, but you're going to go through a series of tests first before you actually get the job. So if you pass, you get the job. Because I've seen grown men literally crying because they did not get the job. Because one, you quit your job, now you have no backup plan, you have no income to fall back on. You quit your job, now you can't go and say to them, I need my job. And that's what I think recruiters need to start telling people when they call you to give your job 2 week notice. No, just ask for some time off, go to your orientation slash onboarding, and when you pass everything, you actually get the job, then that's when you can call. And or you can give them 2 weeks. You go back and you're working for 2 weeks, you say in 2 weeks I'm quitting, and that's it. Because Walmart, they will wait for you. All right, there's no rush. If you got the job, you say that I need to give my job 2 week notice. You go back, hey, I'm working for you 2 weeks, and then I'm quitting, so you can be on good terms with them, or you can just quit like that. But so I think people need to start thinking about, because when I was this close not to pass. This close not to pass the Walmart, because pre-trip was killing me. Because I still had an extra day to take pre-trip, but I passed my pre-trip on Thursday. I passed my pre-trip on Thursday, so I still had Friday to take it again if I didn't pass on Thursday. So Thursday I think Friday morning I went home because I was already done with everything by Thursday. So that's what I think recruiters need to start doing, telling people do not quit. Because once you quit your job, you have no more income coming, and you didn't get hired by Walmart, and now you're crying and you don't know what you're gonna do. But if you're watching this video and then you're planning on applying with Walmart, do not quit. When they call you, they say, hey, come to orientation and this and that, we're paying you this, we're paying you that. Yeah, all that sound really good, but go through your orientation first, and then if you pass, then you can give your job 2 week notice. But until then, keep your job. Do not quit, because there's no telling that you're going to pass. Because when you're nervous, anything can happen. Because some of you have somebody watching, looking over you, and with a time clock timing you, and then if you make one little mistake, or you're all nervous, you want to get everything perfect, now you done messed up, and then all that throw you off, even though you know exactly what you're doing. But when you have somebody with a time clock watching you, it's not the same. So please do not quit. Go to orientation first and pass everything, and then you can start the process of quitting. Because if you tell Walmart you're gonna need more time, because when I got the job, I took a whole week off, and I didn't go back to the actual orientation and everything after I got hired. I took a whole week and a couple of days off. I went on vacation, and then after vacation, I came back and start my orientation. So, so take some time off, go to onboarding, and after you pass, now go to the process of quitting your job. Or if you're gonna give them 2 week notice, I give them after you pass, give them 2 weeks notice, and you go back to work for them. And after 2 weeks, you can go back to Walmart and start your new career. All right, that's all I wanted to say. This is the last part of the first video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.